Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna more or less start into the fuel system a little bit with my flashlight work. You can see the carb here, it's a pretty, it's a mess, honestly. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bowl gasket in this, that way I can leave some gas in it and I can let it run. I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna show that on camera or not. I don't believe so. I'm just gonna take some compressed air and blow the carb and everything off, and I'll blow all the nuts and everything out of the head here, and I'll bring you guys back because I'll have to pick up some fuel line, and I'll have to see why the tank isn't draining through the valve in the bottom. I'm assuming it's rusted shut or something like that, but we'll deal with that here in a bit. Alrighty guys, so I got the Onan NB carb off here. You can see there's not a whole lot that goes on inside of that. Hopefully it's not too dark. It looks kind of dark in the camera. But got the bowl cleaned up here. It'll focus. I think I showed you guys how dirty it was. I took a wire wheel in my drill press and just manipulated the bowl around it. A little spot left there. I might go back and hit again, but nonetheless should be good. So put this together. This is it's actually a pretty unique setup. It has this gasket here. You can see the 4 notches. There is 4 notches in the bowl for those to go in. And actually, I think I have the gasket in backwards. Yes, I do. It needs to go this way. And it's notched around for the, I don't know if that is the main jet over there. Well, the main jet's in the middle, so it has to be the idle or the vent. And I have the needle here taped together. Wanted to make note, this needle here, there's actually 3 pieces to the needle. There's the bottom part, there's a spring, and then the little metal piece comes out of there in the center. So when you go to take this carb apart, basically I could not get the needle back in the carb on the tractor and get the float and the float pin in. There's that. Stick the float back on here, nothing special. Let me see, actually, if I can get you guys to sit on this paint can and see what I'm doing. Got nothing goes off there. There you go, look, that'll work. Put the needle back in here. And like I said, noting about that spring, that little metal piece, I'd recommend when you go to check this, make sure you're over a bench. And it all seems like it's working there. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So without further ado, put this bowl on. There's no specific way that goes on. You can see the tab there sticking out. And there's the washer. And the adjustable main jet here. Hopefully you guys can see. Oh, not quite. The adjustable main jet. And this just screws down through and tightens up. With a 1/2-inch wrench that I have right here. Snug her up like so. So now, get it back on there and get the throttle and the choke hook back up. And everything else. The fuel line. I said really, it was really simple. I see this has a plastic or rubber spacer here. It's a fairly thick gasket. You can see it's original though, because it's still yellow right there. But the carb could definitely use cleaned, but as long as it functions good. See, the important part's clean. So, like I said, I'm going to get that back on this, get my shadow out of the shot, and I gotta figure out, I lost a nut down here somewhere for one of the two nuts for the carb. One rolled away. Gonna have to look for that. So, hold on a minute, guys. Okay, so I got the fuel line on here. Well, it doesn't look too bad, and it's actually, to an extent, kind of pliable. But wherever you bend it, hopefully you guys can see, but the line kind of peels apart. So, I'm just going to replace it. I got some new fuel line here. A new fuel line from work, and I got two shut-offs. Hopefully that'll work here. I got the tank out. They're actually... the clamps are actually gone. I know I have some spare clamps, so I'll go get a set and put back in here, but all it holds these in is these two long bolts, and you clamp them down with two metal pieces that grab the tabs on the tank, and that is that. I don't know if you guys can hear or not, but there's actually some gas in this, and it's been sitting with the fuel shut off on for a month or so, but anyhow, let me take the shut off out of the bottom and see what we get out of it. Okay, I got the shut off out. Hopefully you guys can see all the rust and gunk. Looks like some water and sludge and stuff come out of there, but that's a problem. Let's see. Get the cardboard off one hand. There we go. Ah, it won't work. It's not a threaded shutoff. I should have looked at that. Okay. So, won't be putting that in there. I'll have to... well, I'll try cleaning this shutoff out, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I was trying to find a clear container to drain this into, see what we get out of it, but couldn't find anything. So we'll just see if we get any flow out of it. Yep. Does appear to flow fluid through it, so I'll keep working all the stuff out of it, because it may just not have enough gas in it. I'll have to look see how much is actually in it, but you guys can't see down in there, and neither can I. Okay, went and got a flashlight. If you guys can kind of see it, but it looks just like old rusty water down in there. So we'll get that drained out of there the whole way, and then we'll put the tank back in the tractor. So okay, carry on. Okay, hopefully you guys will be able to see here, but I'm draining the oil on the NB430. Got a drain plug right there. It's a 7/16 wrench. But the oil come out of here was black nasty. I'm not sure if the water come out of here. There was a little bit of crap in the oil pan before it started. So, but get her filled up. Transmission oil is black too. I will change that, though I'm not as worried about that right at this second. Transmissions are easy to find. This Onan NB single, not so much. So, stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, guys, so it's been quite a few days since the last part of this I filmed, but I did finally get the fuel line run. And I'm going to get some zip ties and put in here, and I'm also going to add a fuel filter, I think right about here, I believe. But I got the fuel line run up through. Hopefully you guys can see it going up to the gas tank. And the gas tank is sitting in it. I've not put gas in it yet, I just did this. But that's where we're at. I'm going to get some gas in it. Get it to run. Make sure to run off the fuel line and fuel tank. I don't see why not. And then I'm probably going to... I think I'm probably going to pressure wash this thing, because I don't know if you can see, but it just... This thing really is in pretty good shape, but it just has a lot of crud built up on it, kind of like the transmission here. All the oil and grease built up on it. Mainly rusty. Is it dust? It's dust underneath it too. Nice bright white. Only a little rust on top here. A little bit of surface rust. Might hammer this out just a touch. Debating about taking this tractor to the mow in if I can get it. If I can get it running real decently and get it to the point where the valve's not sticking. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Running pretty good right now.